You never quite know when things are going to go wrong out on the water, kind of like this crew found out a few weeks back aboard the Koala Moss as it was going through port in Kupang when all of a sudden the vessel got caught up in some strong wind and currents and wound up drifting into another container ship and puncturing its hull. The captain quickly reacted and ordered the vessel into shallower water where it eventually winds up succumbing to its damage and capsizing and sinking in the shallow water. Fortunately, nobody was injured, but just one of the wild and crazy things we'll see in this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. Our first story to make the boating news this week is going to keep us on shallow ground and take us up to the Canadian coast, where this was the scene just a few days ago when a cargo vessel wound up losing power and running aground off the coast of Newfoundland. The vessel seen in the images here is the MSC Baltic 3. They wound up issuing a mayday call back on Saturday, informing local authorities that they had lost power approximately 12 miles off the Canadian coast. The crew quickly jumped into action to try and drop anchor to prevent the vessel from being pushed onto the shore due to the high winds and sea conditions at the time of the incident. Unfortunately, because of those conditions, the vessel was unable to secure its anchor and wound up aground in Wild Cove just west of Lark Harbor. At the time of the incident, the MSC Baltic 3 was en route from Montreal, Quebec to Corner Brook, Newfoundland, and there was 20 crew members on board the vessel at the time of the grounding. Due to the harsh conditions during this time, they wound up having to airlift all 20 crew members from the vessel and get them back to dry land. Fortunately, this was done with no injuries to any of the crew. Canadian Coast Guard has stayed on the scene to try and monitor the situation to make sure there's no environmental impacts from this incident, and they're still working on a plan to try and refloat the ship once the weather improves. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us up to the coast of Russia, and again, we're going to stay in that shallow water situation as this was the scene just a little over a week ago when the 190-meter long Chinese-owned bulk carrier Yang 2 wound up running aground in the Sea of Okhotsk off Sakhalin Island, Russia. Reports state that the Yang 2 had a cargo of approximately 1,000 tons of coal when it wound up running aground just off the coast. The vessel wound up sustaining hull damage with multiple ballast tanks holed during the incident. At the time of the incident, there were approximately 20 crew members on board the vessel. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Local authorities have stated there is a concern of possible environmental impacts from this situation, as there's also 706 tons of fuel oil on board this vessel during the time of the incident as well, and the longer it continues to be pounded on the rocks, the higher the probability one of those fuel tanks winds up getting punctured, and the situation is being closely monitored. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to bring us back to the United States and take us over to Louisiana, where this was the scene when the Coast Guard wound up rescuing 3 people from a fishing vessel that wound up capsizing approximately 40 miles off the coast of Callaloo Bay in the Gulf of America. The Coast Guard wound up receiving a satellite distress signal from the fishing vessel Anthony back on Thursday of last week from their EPIRB. They quickly issued a broadcast distress signal alerting others in the area of a possible downed vessel and wound up rerouting the Coast Guard cutter Yellowfin to the area. The first Coast Guard crew to arrive to the scene was an HC-144B Ocean Century air crew. The air crew was able to locate a life raft in the vicinity of a partially submerged fishing vessel. The Coast Guard cutter Yellowfin arrived to the scene just a little after that and wound up pulling the crew out of the life raft and bringing them on board. Fortunately, no injuries were reported in this situation. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us up to Philadelphia, where this was the scene several weeks back, where the U.S. aircraft carrier John F. Kennedy was pulling out of the port of Philadelphia, making its final run down to Brownsville, Texas. The vessel was actually decommissioned back in 2007 and has been sitting in the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard since then. All the way up until late 2017, the vessel was on hold to possibly become a donation and become a memorial or a museum. Unfortunately, back in 2017, the Navy decided to go ahead and cancel that hold and schedule the vessel for dismantling. Several groups did try to acquire the vessel to turn it into a museum. Unfortunately, nobody could get the proper approval, and the vessel was eventually sold for 1 penny to the dismantling company. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Boating News of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know when you might see your stories over here, just like Melanie Gerald Joyce and Adam Coolidge did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.